Coach, the baseball regular season, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Hey, hello. All right,
39. I got one.
I don't listen.
Check Hayward. Check Mike, 39. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike, 39.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I don't listen.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check 3. Check. Crouch.
Hey, 43, 15.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, high 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Rabbit. Hey, check 20.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
58, boys, 58 is Mike. And let's get back and go full strength.
Now Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to the 25-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check.
General West.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Go!
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm going to run you over. Go! Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here I come.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
56. He don't know no better.
Ready?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
56. Here we go. Check 4.
2nd and 5. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't. Fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Watch the pass. 58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence, with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You're not ready.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
From his goal line here, Tannehill. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, check my
5.
check pass.
6-6. Pull it high.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1.
Keep playing.
No score.
Ready. 10 over. Smith.
On first down, Eason gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, box drop.
Watch the safety creep.
Speed grip.
Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 18 Gators. Hey, wahoo. Hooray.
56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Keep playing.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Ready.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Hey, echo. Spike.
Throwing on first down. Eason. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. You draw Corky. Hey, exit.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Oh, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Eason. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Back to throw. Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Topper!
Checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set 18 Gator.
Quit talking about it.
Hey, Zoo.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Yeah, let's
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check
Mike.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Tannehill now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Shoot!
61, matchbox lights. Shoot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, tight. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Look at me. Zipper. Yep.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Get it.
Throwing again. Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready, set.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Eason. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
He's crossing.
He's pilot. 64. Read. Go.
Back to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, orbit.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's put him on.
Go.
Leave on the box.
Now Tannehill completes it to Hardman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Check Mike 39. Coming for you.
5.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Hey.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
2.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Who that?
Smooth. Hey.
Go now.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58's the mark. 58's the mark.
Tannehill now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check.
On 1st down, Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Let's go. 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 30, 10, and he will take this one